If you're from New York, you already know about Carroll Gardens. If you're not, you should visit. Rows of brownstones, deep front gardens, and corner cafes blend the past and present in this timeless Brooklyn neighborhood. It's a place that feels lived in, familiar, but full of discovery every time you walk it. I love working here. New buildings don't happen often in this part of Brooklyn, but when they do, a few lucky homeowners end up with something rare. Real outdoor space, sometimes larger than you'd expect. On a cool fall day, I come by to check on the garden. A bit of maintenance, a few small tweaks, but really, any reason will do. I don't need an excuse to come back here. It's only been one season, yet the space already feels mature. Most plants have rooted and flourished. The ones that haven't, that's part of the process. A reminder that gardens are always evolving and an opportunity to try something new, another combination. When I first started this project, the brief was simple. Create a space that feels calm, modern, and connected to how the family actually lives. They wanted outdoor rooms that worked for everything: cooking, relaxing, entertaining, places to unwind at the end of the day, or have friends over on a summer night. But let's start at the beginning. I am immediately struck by the pattern of the pavers, a perfect grid that reminds me of a board game battleship. I can already see how much fun it would be to carve out forms that echo the rhythm of the stones. I begin by imagining pathways from each door, routes one might take, meandering, taking the long way to a destination, a dining area, a comfortable sitting nook, or an outdoor workspace. Then I sketch the first outlines of the garden, shapes that respect the building's geometry and the modern sensibility of the home. I add color to mark where planting might go. After a few weeks and few revisions, a clear idea begins to take shape. Because the terrace is so open and flat, I made every effort to create levels for the eye to explore, not just planting, but height, texture, and most of all, movement. More than color, I wanted motion. A garden that feels alive in any season, in wind or stillness, day or night. I designed it to be multifunctional. As you enter, it naturally leads you towards the kitchen. Take another path, and a cozy sitting nook reveals itself. To carry the idea of unfolding, expanding shapes, I planted pyramidal hornbeams, each framed in steel to draw the eye upward. The vertical frames help balance the scale of the building while repeating the same geometric language found throughout the garden. As the trees mature, they'll be clipped into sculptural topiary, green forms with sharp definition. And because hornbeams hold their bronze leaves through the winter, they'll add structure and color even in the colder months. Turning your gaze to the side, another feature comes into view. From early in the design process, I wanted the garden to expand in every direction, sideways, upward, and even downward if possible, creating a rich, three-dimensional experience of space. But the main purpose of this flower bed is twofold: to bring the plantings as close as possible to the oversized floor-to-ceiling windows so it can be enjoyed year-round, and to add winter interest through the use of conifers and ornamental grasses. Long after grasses go dormant, their foliage persists, moving gently at any time of day, in almost any weather. I chose to anchor the projecting corner of the building with a metal frame and train a fragrant climbing rose and a small flowering clematis into it, again exploring the vertical dimension of an otherwise flat space. No garden feels complete without a warm, inviting spot to sit, a place to relax with family and friends, or maybe even read a book. Remember those? I chose this corner because it offers the widest view of the garden while looking away from the neighboring buildings. The area is sheltered by a large planter with built-in bench, creating flexible seating that adapts to any occasion. In any urban garden, unwanted views are a given, and how you deal with them determines how functional the space becomes. Here, a set of large air vents couldn't be moved, and the builder's wooden screen wasn't helping much. I decided to reuse the existing planters and plant yellow groove bamboo. Its bright golden canes will reach 15 feet at height, and the evergreen foliage screens the less than charming backs of neighboring brownstones. The best part? The more wind it faces, the more it moves, perfectly echoing my design theme of rhythm and motion. I tried to add a kitchen to a garden of any size. It is such an important design detail. It need not be an overly complicated feature with every bell and whistle. A simple counter with an opening for a grill is sufficient. I removed the side tables from the grill to reduce its footprint and then cut a custom size opening in the counter. The decorative sheet of Corten steel serves as a focal point in a grilling station and a privacy panel. I intentionally added 2 planters on either side so that herbs and aromatics can be only arm's length away. Here, veggies and herbs happily commingle with flowering plants, and by midsummer, a constant crop of cherry tomatoes keeps this family salad bright and delicious. Once you're done at the grill, just turn around. A few short steps and you're in the dining room. It's a generous space that easily accommodates a large table, chairs, and a serving station. Priority 1 here was privacy. The overhead windows of the building overlook the terrace from every angle. To solve that, I installed a pergola with retractable panels that can be deployed at will, creating both shade and a sense of being in an outdoor room. The pergola's posts are perfectly aligned with the building's interior walls, so from inside it's practically invisible, a hidden frame for this open-air space. Although locale is just a short walk away, for a truly unforgettable pie, this family prefers to stay home. Their son is a budding pizzaiolo, so a pizza station was high on their wish list. It's built into a custom serving station that also provides much needed storage. Ipe wood gives a warm, timeless feel, the perfect backdrop for family pizza night, and effortless alfresco dining under the pergola. Around the corner, what used to be an awkward space now feels completely intentional and surprisingly beautiful. Several doors open into this side of the garden, so the first question was, how are these rooms used and what should they look out on? 3 interior spaces face this north-south stretch, the living room and 2 home offices. I chose bold summer displays in pots and small planters, and a strong evergreen structure for winter, keeping the views interesting all year long. From the living room, you see a compact pine underplanted with forest grass, a calm, sculptural vignette. This spot also doubles as an outdoor workstation during warmer months, perfect for catching up on work surrounded by greenery. Next to it, a simple bench hides extra storage, because at the city gardens, you can never have too much of it. From the other rooms, the main focal point is a mature deciduous holly. In late fall and winter, it's covered with bright red berries, a magnet for birds and pop of color when everything else quiets down. The far end of this L once felt exposed to neighboring windows. I solved that with louvered privacy fence. It gives my clients seclusion without blocking the neighbor's light and visually improves both sides. One of these rooms also serves as a guest bedroom, so I designed the adjacent area as a small private nook, a quiet spot to step outside in the morning with a cup of coffee. And finally, bamboo helps conceal the air vents here. The temporary wooden frames will come off once the bamboo fills in next season. No amount of hardscape can carry a garden alone. Without plants, it's just well-arranged lumber. I started planning the planting design early, even though installation happened in winter. I kept picturing swaying grasses, sculptural evergreens, silvery Mediterranean foliage, and bold textures of perennials spilling over edges. It all came together, exactly as I imagined. The story doesn't end at sunset. The night lighting transforms the terrace into something cinematic, drawing you back out for one more glass of wine, one more moment, surrounded by movement and glow. And with that, it's time to move on to another project. If you enjoyed the space, give us a call when you're ready to transform yours into a dream garden.